welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. So in today's video, as you can tell from the title, I am going to be banding my hair. Now, I've shown you guys before how I stretch my hair in my Shrinkage is Real series. If you have not seen that, I'll have the entire playlist linked above. But, you know, you grow, you learn a little bit, and I've kind of changed up my method just a little bit. So I've started doing banding for wash and goes. Now, when I did my Shrinkage is Real series, I only did banding on a twist out, which is still a good method for stretching a twist out. But I've realized that it also stretches my wash and goes really, really well. So right now I have a wash and go that has air dried, and it is about 75 to 80% dry. In my previous videos, I said, you know, your hair needs to be completely dry before you stretch it. I've actually realized that if my hair is just a little bit wet on the roots, not soaking wet, not just kind of like I said, 75 to 80, maybe even 85% dry, I get a better stretch in my roots. Now, my ends of my hair, because I air dry, my ends are the first thing. I think that's most people. They dry fairly quickly. So my ends are completely dry, but my roots are still damp. And so I'm going to stretch my hair by banding it. So the same thing I used in when I stretched my twist out, I'm still gonna be using, oh, they got hair on them, y'all. Hold up, I can't show that to you. That's just got way too much hair. I'm still using the Revlon, like, extra long twist ties, but because I've been using this to stretch my hair at night, those can get a little uncomfortable and they get a little tight. So I've also started adding in some scrunchies. And so the areas where I sleep, so the areas close to my ear and also the back, I will be using scrunchies on those sections, but sort of the middle of my head, I'm still going to be using the extra long hair ties. All right, so I am going to actually go grab some clips. All right, so I went and grabbed some clips. I'm going to go ahead and kind of section my hair off, being really careful, since my hair is still wet at the roots, not to pull too much. But I'm going to pin some of these sections up so that I can get to the back as best as possible. Oh, cute, right? All right, so I'm going to be stretching this section first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab at the bottom. I am doing fairly big sections because I've noticed that it actually stretches better when I have bigger sections too. So I am going to just clip this up also, and I am going to be using a twist tie back here, since I said this is where I sleep. So I'm just going to be tying the twist tie down the length of my hair. I mean the scrunchie, y'all. Sorry. All right, and then I am going to actually use one of these when I'm not close to my roots, because it's just, for some reason, when these are close to my roots, it just, I don't know, it makes it hard to sleep. All right, so that section is stretched, as y'all can see. And I'm trying not to get too tight because it will pull a little bit. And so I'm trying to put some give in this portion back here. But that first one, I feel like y'all can't see my eyes. Y'all can't see my eyes, I'm just talking. That first one is stretched. So I'm just gonna continue to do that same thing. Again, my roots are wet. I was going to see if you could tell from my hand, but you can't. And again, I'm just going to start to band down the length of the hair. I'll stop, grab another one. Okay. got these two banded. All right, so this is what I have left. So that whole section is just 2 bands. This I'm gonna combine with over here to make one down the middle. This is actually very wet still. All right, so I'm gonna move on to this front section. Because I want to keep that curl on the end. I want this all to be stretched out, but I want to keep that curl. So that is why you see me leaving a good portion of my ends out of the band. So this whole side, on this whole side of my head, I've pretty much got 4 bands. And then this, like I said, I'm going to combine with this other side. One thing I will say is when I do banding on a wash and go, which for me is every time, but I definitely like to have a gel or some styler in my hair that gives me a nice firm hold, so that as I'm stretching, I am still holding on to the hold and the definition of my hair. If you are trying to do this with like a soft hold on a wash and go, I don't know that you're gonna get the same results that I am getting, because I am making sure that especially when I do this type of stretching method, I have something that I know is going to hold my hair really, really well. So this is that back one. I'm gonna go in with a little more. I don't want my scrunchies to be too tight, so yeah. I'll put as many as I need to put so that I can lay on this side of my head without any problems. I am gonna redo this first one that I did because y'all, it's too tight. It's too tight. It is too tight. Okay, y'all, so all my bands are done. I'll turn around so you can see my full head, what it looks like. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total bands in my whole head. Alright, you guys, so like I said earlier in this video, I am going to go to sleep and let the stretching happen overnight. Again, that's why I use scrunchies in most of the places close to where I would be laying, so that I can lay on these without any problem. It won't hurt, and these aren't tight against my root, so that I don't have any like tension or anything like that. So I do have a satin pillowcase, so I'm gonna sleep on my satin pillowcase without a scarf on my head or anything. This is exactly how I'm gonna sleep, and then I will be back tomorrow morning to take these down so you can see the stretch that I get. Hey y'all, it is the next morning. I slept pretty good in my bands. They have been stretching for at least 10 hours. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and take these down for you guys. I've got some of my Camille Rose oil. I just put this on my hands while I am taking these bands out. I'm gonna probably speed this thing up because it gets a little monotonous, but I am gonna show you guys by taking down this first one. I do try to wrap my hair in the same way that the band was wrapped, so it's almost like I'm doing the opposite of what I did last night, because it does have the possibility of kind of tangling, and I don't want to be pulling, especially with these on my hair, and causing knots and what have you. So I'm just gonna do the same thing with the scrunchie. And just taking it off the same way it went on, and then I'm going to separate this. So this is what that front section looks like, all stretched. I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, speed this thing up because y'all been watching me do this a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this thing up. Again, I've got oil on my hands. I'm gonna be slowly unraveling the bands in the same way, well, opposite of how they went on, and then I'll let you at the end see the stretch that my hair has. Alright, you guys, so I have all my bands out, and this stretch, y'all, I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna put I know I haven't really separated fully to get it more like, you know, full, but I'm gonna put a side by side right here with how my hair looked yesterday, just so you can see the stretch that my hair has. Allowing my hair to stay a little bit wet, I'm telling you, the stretch just goes to another level. And a lot of those places last night that were still wet are dry. I actually do have this middle piece that I said last night, like, ooh, that's really wet. It is still actually kind of damp. So I'm not going to separate that piece down the middle. But the rest of my hair dry really well. I've got this pretty stretched, elongated wash and go. I'll let you guys see from the back. Again, remember this piece down the middle, it probably looks like a landing strip because I am not separating it yet because it still is a little wet. So I'm gonna let you guys see the back of my hair. All right, y'all, so that is how I stretch my hair using the banding method. I absolutely love it. Easy, you can sleep in it, and it gives me such a good, pretty stretch on my wash and goes. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.